So welcome back to part two. This is where I just do a little bit of a analysis based on some of the products that I trade. So before I do that, just the legend so you know exactly what's there. So the black numbers are going to be support and resistance levels based on trend lines. Pink numbers are going to be breakout levels. And claret numbers, they're just going to be horizontal levels where I've identified support or resistance, generally based on double or triple tops or bottoms. So here I'm starting with the Dow Jones. To be honest, I found it difficult to get a resistance line on there just because of the big moves. I've added a couple of support lines, 38854. And that's a cross between the two support lines I've got there, one an uptrend and one a downtrend. And then I've got a breakout if it does have a big sell-off this week at 38473. Now, apart from that, I've put the fibs on there, so you know that's sort of the 382 level, which is price-wise 39,195. I'm going to keep an eye on that because it closed just above that on Friday, but I'm going to use that as my early indicator for which way the markets are going to be heading next week. Again, just always remember that's just my personal view and outlook. So S&P. I've got resistance at 53.74 and support at 51.91. Now, it's in an uptrend still. Spent most of the week under a bit of pressure, but had a reasonable recovery on Friday. On the Nasdaq, we have resistance at 18.554. I've got support at 18.051. Again, I've put the Fibonacci levels on there just in case the market has a bit more of a sell-off. It's going to give me some levels where I can see that there's potential for support. Now, pound against the dollar, a bit of a mixed week, sort of ups and downs, especially for the dollar. I've got resistance at 127.78 and I've got support at 125.42. Moving on to the euro against the dollar, I've got resistance at 109.75 and also 109.09 with support at 107.50. For Bitcoin, a bit of a mixed week. It seemed to be under quite a lot of pressure for most of the week. It did have a little bit of a bounce Friday, but I've got resistance at 72.752, 69.262, and support at 65.906. If it should have a big sell-off, I've got a breakout on the downside at 60,045. On gold, well, I've got resistance pretty much at the high at the moment at 2,350. I've got support at 2221 and also 2187. That's been a huge story with gold. The demand's just been there. And finally, WTI, again because of the geopolitical situations, another steady week. So I've got resistance at 87.61 and support at 80.88. Okay, that's it for this part. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you didn't see it already, then please look at the macro outlook that I do in part one. And then there's a couple more slides, but just leaves me to wish you having a great week. So, just a little heads up on my services. So I offer a daily newsletter. That includes global news, headlines, my views. That's a subscription service. I also offer one-day workshops. This helps you to discover if trading could be your next career or maybe just a secondary income. But you know, the one thing is, because I offer a variety of them, is that I can also just fill in any gaps that you may have with your current trading, or you know, whether it's macro or actual trading skills. And then I offer a 1 week intensive course. You know, that's going to make you feel confident and competent after just 1 week. And you know, that's going to basically give you the foundations on which to build your trading career. You know, I'm going to help you find that inner trader, and that also now includes a free trading challenge. And then there's my Flexi Masterclass. That's 6 weeks of guided learning, but you can spread them out. You don't have to take them all at once, and that does help to accelerate the learning curve. And that's designed to provide you with all the knowledge and trading tools that you're going to need to navigate these markets, you know, and any asset class, you know, whether it's financial, commodity, digital, I'm involved in them all. And as I say, the weeks can be spread out there, and that also includes a free trading challenge. Trader mentoring, so you know, maybe you've already got some experience but you're looking to get to that next level and you're struggling to do that. I offer mentoring by the hour, by the day, or a monthly subscription. It's entirely up to you, but you know, I just want to help you guys to reach that next level time and again. And of course, I provide lots of trader educational content, not just to individuals but also to exchanges and brokers. And if you're looking for that funded trading account, you know, so you don't have to risk your capital, then contact me for details. I've got 2 good ones that I use. Okay, so finally, as usual, just ending with a disclaimer. So, you know, if you're already involved, then you'll know this. If not, then please take serious note of this, that trading does involve the risk of loss of capital and it's not suitable for everyone. However, I do hope it is for you. And now, because there's leverage involved from many companies, just be careful because you can lose substantially more than that initial investment. You know, the regulators are a bit more on top of that these days, but you know, even so, just be a bit cautious. Everything that I include in these just purely for educational purposes. I'm not trying to encourage you to trade or invest. That must be your decision. And of course, before you make that decision, you've got to consider the risks involved. And that includes your financial situation, definitely your level of experience, definitely your risk appetite, and of course, only risk capital you're prepared, but more importantly, that you can afford to lose. And if you've got any doubts whatsoever, you know, first of all, think twice before you do it. Speak to a financial advisor. And do that before you risk your capital. You know, I have so many people come to me because they've lost money. I'd rather they come to me and learn how to do it and not lost the money in the first place, because that's just a waste of their savings. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these, and you know, I'll be doing these on a weekly basis, so I'm going to post the links in places so that you can get to them. My new website will be finished soon, but in the meantime, you can reach me at the email address below on all the slides, which is chrisjtubby55@gmail.com. And all I can say is I wish you a wonderful week. Best of luck with your trading, and hope to see you again next weekend. Bye for now.